Hey everyone, I'm Stuart. This is Ship to Shore Cruise News. Today we're going to talk about different cruises that have been canceled or delayed or impeded by damage to the ship or mechanical problems in 2022. There's been a lot of issues. I don't know if everyone has been aware of them, or maybe you've just forgotten about them. I thought I'd go back over this year so far to see what kind of ships have been delayed or canceled because of different mechanical problems. Back in March 2022, the NCL Escape ran aground when departing the Dominican Republic. The ship was blown onto a sandbar by heavy winds and sustained damage to its hull. Several sailings were canceled because of that. My sailing on March 19th was canceled. I was moved to the Joy. Talking about the Joy, the next day on the March 16th, the NCL Joy was experiencing engine problems, propulsion problems on its cruise there, and was forced to miss the port of Cozumel and made its way back to Miami. Thankfully, for me at least, I was booked on that. I was moved to that cruise. The NCL Joy was able to get itself repaired and back sailing without any loss in its itinerary or any sailings. In April of this year, Royal Caribbean's Mariner of the Seas was docked in Bahamas when a cargo ship hit it. The Mariner of the Seas was just sitting there, and this cargo ship came in, made some poor moves, and it collided with the Mariner of the Seas. Thankfully, there was absolutely no damage done to the cruise ship. There was no itinerary changes, no canceling changes or delays as well, but that's something interesting to hear about. May 16th, the Viking Aegir smashed into a bridge on the Danbue in Slovakia. That's right, and injured 11 people. 8 of those went to the hospital. The only reference as to what had happened was a sudden medical incident with the captain. Who knows what would have happened? This happened at 3:40 in the morning, so we don't know what happened to the captain and why it struck that bridge. May 7th, the Crown Princess needed to adjust its itinerary because of engine maintenance. The ship was forced to miss a port and continued to reduce speed. No announcement was made as to what the problems were, but no sailings were made. It just missed one port and had to return home slowly. In May, at about 1:30 a.m., the Eurodam, north of Ketchikan, Alaska, had one of its compressors all of a sudden start smoking. This caused some alarms. People were requested to go to their muster station, but nothing eventually happened. Thankfully, it was all taken care of, but it's good to know that everything went smoothly and everyone was made aware of everything. No sailings were delayed or modified. Nothing was canceled. Everything continued on safely. May 11th, the Radiance of the Seas was demooring at Stika Sound cruise ship terminal when it made contact to its berth. The dock sustained damage to its berth as the ship was docking, but the cruise ship did not sustain any damage itself. Now this has reduced the docking capacity at Stika Sound. Usually they can dock 2 cruise ships there, but after this incident they were only allowed to dock 1. Now the cruise lines do have the option of tendering passengers into the port, and they have done so quite often when there's been 3 ships that have arrived at port. Now that only 1 cruise ship can be docked at one time, that means that up to 2 other cruise ships will tender their passengers to the port to visit. May 26th, the Royal Caribbean Harmony of the Seas collided with a dock in Falmouth, Jamaica. That's right, as they were docking, they made contact with the dock and did substantial damage to the dock, but nothing happened to the cruise ship itself. Good thing too, no sailings were delayed, the itinerary was not changed, and there were no delays on the sailings either. If you remember back in May the 6th, the Carnival Freedom, when it was at Grand Turk, had a fire to its iconic whale tail. The fire was put out quickly. There was another cruise ship at dock as well, and there was some very interesting and exciting videos taken from that other cruise ship. Nobody was hurt in the fire. but the cruise ship was there for 2 days, and the passengers were at Grand Turk for 2 days as well before another ship came out to take them back to Port Canaveral. That ship, the Carnival Freedom, made its way to Grand Bahamas, where it received repairs to its whale tail, and the whale tail was cut off. And some people are now referring to the whale tail as a shark fin now. Yeah, it's quite interesting to see. There's many pictures on the internet of what it looks like. June the 7th, the Spirit of Norfolk, around 12 p.m. while it was docked at the Naval Station Norfolk, it started on fire. The fire was quickly put out by several other ships and the local fire department as well. This ship only carries about 100 passengers, but the fire did substantial damage. Nobody was harmed, and they were able to get people onto other cruise ships as well. Again, we say on June the 25th, the Norwegian Sun hit an iceberg, or more commonly called a growler, up in Alaska. Nobody was hurt on this, but there have been several sailings that have been canceled because of this. Recently, July 1st, the Quantum of the Seas has undisclosed engine problems. Because of these engine problems, the ship is being forced to run at reduced speeds and actually has had to cancel some of its itinerary places. The cruise line has been reaching out to passengers on upcoming cruises to let them know of itinerary changes. Changes so far including missing entire glacier visits, missing entire ports of call as well, or even reducing the amount of time at a port. If you're on one of these sailings in the next month or two, please reach out to your travel advisor or to the cruise line themselves, depending on how you book the cruise, and they'll fill you in on all the information you'll need to know about any changes upcoming. People who are affected by this do have the option of canceling their cruise and getting a full refund, and I believe they're giving a 50% cruise credit as well for those people who are affected. Anyway, that's just some information on some cruise ships that have been damaged or have had engine problems so far this year. If you like this information, click the like button. If you want to hear more, hit subscribe. Anyway, thanks for coming by. Good talking to you. Talk to you later. Bye.